30 seconds.
Did you ever think you would make it? I feel I'm so close I could take sweet victory. I know this life meant for me. Yeah, why would you bet on Goliath when we got bet David? Valuetainment, giving values contagious. This world of entrepreneurs, we get no value to hate it. How they run, homie, look what I become. I'm the one.
All right, I think it's fair to say, America, if you're watching this, we were half an inch away from a possible civil war. The last time I looked up right now, there was an assassination attempt on the president was March 30th of 1981, if I'm not mistaken. March 30th of 1981, which was on Ronald Reagan. We just had an assassination attempt on the president probably less than an hour ago, give or take. They tried to character assassinate him. It failed. They tried to deplete his savings. It failed. They tried to do whatever they could to silence him. That failed, where he could only campaign once a week because it was Wednesdays. And there's only one attempt left. And we've been talking about them needing to double down on private military contractors to protect the president. But this man loves people too much. He can't prevent himself from being around the people. Rob, can we show the clip of what happened? I know we got a bunch of other clips to show you guys. But let's start off with the clip, Rob, that everybody around the world, it stopped the world. This one clip. Go ahead, Rob.
Happened.
Two shots are coming from this side. Rob, do you have the clip of afterwards him getting up on a open mic saying, "Let me put my shoes on"? Is this it? He's bleeding right there.
Look at this boss.
Blood on his ear. You can tell. By the way, the cut is such a, you can see the shot like cut. You understand, like, they missed him by this. By the way, that goes half an inch. You're done. Okay. I mean, it's game over. And so you get, Rob, do you have a picture of him actually showing the cut on the side? There's pictures of Trump on the side. I don't know if you have it or not. It's all over the internet. Yeah, I got one right here that shows on the side of his face. But look, for everybody that's watching this, there's a few things that we have to keep in mind. In moments like this, obviously, you're going to see fundraising go to the roof tomorrow. You're going to see types of money raised like never before. Within minutes of this happening, this is the first time Musk has ever said this. Musk tweets out, if you go to Elon Musk's Twitter account, Rob, just go to his Twitter account and look at his last 3 tweets. Look what Elon Musk, okay, with the amount of followership and influence that he has, he just tweeted this a few minutes ago. I think, matter of fact, he tweeted it a few minutes after the event took place. Rob, if you can share the Twitter account here so we can just show it to everybody. This is Elon. Go a little lower. You'll see, keep going lower, 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 lower. Look at right there. Right above, right above, right above. Go a little higher, right there. I fully endorse President Trump and hope for his rapid recovery. Look at the number of likes in 36 minutes. 524,000 likes. Look at the number of views. 15 million views. This post by Elon Musk could go down as the most liked tweet of all time and the most popular tweet of all time. What we're watching right now could go down as a full-on, Adam just texted something right now saying the presidency is over, meaning Trump is getting elected. Mark my words. He just won the election. And I said, you have to be alive to win the election. And the goal now was protection, security, doubling down on all that stuff. Tom, your thoughts when you saw this and your reaction? I got a bunch of other thoughts, but I want to kind of have your commentary on what your takeaways so far.
I've been watching the live news aftermath, and there's apparently an image of a that's claiming to be a shooter. And there's several accounts that are on Twitter, hundreds of thousands of followers, reputable citizen journalists. And so were the first 3 pops at the president, and then the remaining pops, security services taking down the shooter in the crowd and then smothering the president. So I think that's the feeling I'm getting here. But what do I feel about this? I am angry. I am angry that someone would make an attempt. I am angry. But you want to talk about defending democracy in America? Let the people vote. That's how you defend democracy in America. And I'm a little annoyed because I feel like the Trump campaign has been maybe almost too confident and almost too trusting of the citizen. And they need to be taking this absolutely seriously. They need to be taking it beyond seriously. We called it on the podcast, and that's my reaction right now. I'm angry, I'm frustrated, and I'm just like, do you get it now? We have to defend democracy. This is what we're defending democracy from.
Vinny.
Well, Pat, before I get, because I'm furious. In the car, I was freaking turning red, and even Alpert, the chef was like, dude, are you okay? I just want to give you guys an update. The body, there's a video of the body of the shooter being removed. Some reports are saying that he's an Antifa member. There's a photo of him with glasses and a dark shirt. It's unconfirmed, but I just sent to Rob a video. Also, PBD, Kenneth P. Vogel tweeted something a couple days ago that said, Biden told donors on a private call this afternoon, it's time to put Trump in the bullseye. Let's be honest, okay? From 2016 to where we are right now, that big boy conference that they had of Joe Biden, they just realized all these donors are getting rid of the money. Clooney, everybody's backing out. They know the only way, because Biden's not leaving, the only way to do it, Pat, and you've been calling it, we've been saying it, is to kill him, okay? And thank God it didn't happen, because what they want is all of us to be fighting and killing each other. If he was killed tonight, nobody's going to sleep. Everybody's going to be taken to the streets and going crazy. It's going to be left versus right. And I just hope this wakes everybody up. It's them against us. And Tom said democracy. We're a republic, okay? When you say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic, not the democracy, to the republic. And I hope this wakes everybody up. All these left morons, Obama, Hillary, all that rhetoric, all that shit talking, all that Hitler talk, this is what we get. This is what you get, an assassination attempt. So guess what? I want to introduce everybody to the 47th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, period. Done deal.
Yeah. And by the way, it's interesting because, a lot of people, Tom, feel the way like you do, and your emotional reaction to it. Obviously, we've been talking about this for the last hour while we're driving back. We're on the other side of town. We literally get out. Vinny's like, Pat, look what Mario Nafal just tweeted. I'm like, what are you talking about? Then, hey, look at this. Then what is this? Then he's bleeding ear. What are you talking about, bleeding ear? And then as we start getting in, and I'm getting all these calls from different people and we're having conversations. Here's what everybody has to be thinking about. Okay, this is what everybody has to be thinking about. Neil Howe, the guy from the book, The Fourth Turning, right? He's on the podcast, Rob, I don't know what that was, 2 weeks ago, something like that. We had him on. The interview is going to go live probably this week, if not next week, this coming up week. And he explains that in the book they wrote on December 29th of 1997, he says, America historically has gone through 4 turnings, and each one lasts around 20 years, right? And the 4 turning, each of them have what do you call it? Let me kind of tell you what the 4 turnings are, so I'm not butchering any of it. First, you have the high and arrow of building, then the awakening, then the unraveling, which he said the unraveling is, and matter of fact, let me just show this to you. If I can share the screen, I'll show it to everybody so we can kind of go through this together. Window. Oh, I got to go off the window. I want you to see this, folks, because it's important. A lot of this has to do with what we're going through today. Hang on one second for me. Boom, here we go. Check this out. Rob, let me know if you guys can see it or not. If you can, I'll go from there, but you got to see it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. These are the 4 things he talks about, the 4 turnings. He says the high, an era of building, the 50s. So he says this was from 46 to 64. That's when the baby boomers were born. The nation reunites. This is after World War II, with a greater common post-crisis purpose. Society is confident in where it wants to go. Keyword, collectively. Government and institutions are more trusted and show an ability to address pressing issues. We know government is not trusted today, and mainstream media is not trusted today. Majority concerns and agendas dominate the focus of national discourse. Those outside of the majority feel stifled by the conformity. Building blocks for a strong economy are in place. Entertainment and popular culture feel more family-friendly again. Boom. Then you have the awakening. Institutions come under attack. Distrust against authority and institutions is seated. The incoming generation rebels against the cultural beliefs and morals of the majority. Campus and inner city revolts, the mid-60s to the tax revolts of the early 80s. He calls that the awakening, 64 to 84. Then you have the unraveling, the harvest and separation. And this one here, it talks about institutions are weak, which kind of what we went through in 08, and distrusted, political polarity crests, wearing ideological camp individualism peaks, economies boom but have destructive underpinnings, concerns of minority groups dominate the focus of national discourse, hence LGBTQ, minority, but they're getting all the attention, right? Technology innovations make people feel more important, interconnected than ever. Then you have crisis, an era of destruction. This is the one he says we're in now. And he says it's going to last till late 2028, 2029, maybe early 30s. Institutions are weak and distrusted. Check. Institutions are torn down and rebuilt in response to perceived threats to nations' very survival. Meaning, institutions are torn down and rebuilt. CIA, torn down and rebuilt. FBI, torn down and rebuilt, right? Civic authorities revives. Cultural expression finds a community purpose, and people begin to locate themselves as members of a larger group. Now, that's what he's talking about, right? At that time. When they made those 5 predictions, one of them was the fact that the market was going to tank. Another one was a pandemic. Another one was going to happen to the Tea Party. Another one was what's going to happen to Russia invading one of the neighboring. You know what the 5th prediction they made? You know what the 5th prediction they made?
What?
A civil war. Not a World War III. Their prediction was civil war. Now, here's the thing. For people to realize that a civil war is... So let's role play. Assume this live right now is because they succeeded. Let's actually role play. Okay. What are we doing right now when we're live? Would we even go live right now? I don't even know if we're going live right now. I think the first thing we're probably doing right now, and I'm being serious with you, first thing on my mind right now is hiring 10 military contractors to come around me right now at the house with my family where I'm at. I'm not thinking about podcasting. First thing I'm doing is calling everybody I love. I'm like, where are you at? Go to a safe place. That's the same thing you're doing. You're not on Fox News watching what the news is telling you or CNN or different podcasts. You're thinking safety right off the bat. By the way, think about if they succeeded. Where is the temperature in America? What levels do we go? Anger, agitation, on I'm not being heard. Do you know what would have happened in certain streets in America? You think Rodney King was bad? You think BLM was bad? Do you know what would happen to America if they actually succeeded? Do you know where we would be today if they actually succeeded? Go to it. That guy who, you hear Joy Reid say stuff like that. Listen to me. I don't care what it is. This guy can't be president. I don't care if Biden can't talk. I don't care if Biden can do this. He can't be president. I'm telling you, he can't be president. They just can't. And imagine this is being pumped into young American people. He can't be president. He's the worst. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'll be the hero. I'll be the hero. That's all it takes. All these guys think they're going to be heroes to somebody. And then boom, like this, half an inch away from a civil war. Then you know what takes place? Then what takes place is where America's at right now, in my opinion. Guys, we're right now in New York, okay? I'm not in Florida right now. We're in New York. And I cannot tell you how many people I'm walking around talking. Tom's with me. Vinny's with me. I can't tell you how many people are walking up to us. And where we are right now, we're in a place where a lot of wealthy people live. It's just we're in a very interesting place. You know how many people are coming up to us and saying, hey, just so you know, we're with you, but we can't say anything in this city. Really? Yes. Hey, we're with you. We just want to let you know we're with you guys. Really? Yeah. We're on the same page. We're on the same page. Okay. You're on the same page? Yeah, we're on the same page. If it was a half an inch off, I don't think it's World War III. I think some states are just going to say, hey, California, I want to have nothing to do with you. Who's going to be their own state based on the values America was founded on? I want to move there. I think that's what happens.
I agree. I think we roll right into civil war.
I think so as well. I'm telling you right now, like people have to realize this is more than just a moment of, and the reason for it is the following reason. Because Trump is, for example, if you have an accent, anybody that's watching this, how did you get your accent? How do I have my accent? Vinny's got an accent. How does Vinny have an accent? We all have an accent. Vinny's accent is because Vinny is from New York. Okay? If you're from Texas, you got a Southern accent. If you're an immigrant that came here when you were older, you have an accent. What do you want? Middle Eastern accent is because I'm from the Middle East. That's how we speak. There's an accent, right? So you're going to pick up the accent of the people you're around. All right. If you follow Trump and you love him, it's because you're like him. If you follow Obama or you like him, it's because there's similarities there, especially Obama because he was larger than life personality. Biden doesn't have a fan base. The best way to gauge anything is no one in America sells more merch than Donald Trump. He'll sell shoes, he'll sell shirts, he'll sell hats. Nobody sells more merch than him. Obama sold merch. He was able to move merch. Reagan sold merch. Nobody goes back and buys a Jimmy Carter t-shirt. You don't see it, but you'll see Reagan Bush 1984. How often have you seen that? You'll see it everywhere. You'll see John F. Kennedy shirts, right? You'll see Obama shirts. You'll see Trump shirts. Because these types of personalities have a loyal cult-like following that they're like, this is my guy. Obama, Reagan, Kennedy, Trump. It's a loyal following, right? Okay. You take somebody like that out, no, you just cause mayhem. So I think if we get closer to what's going on right now, and by the way, flip the script. Some of you are watching this. If you're a pro-Trump guy and that was your guy to vote for, how are you feeling? Now imagine if you're somebody that can't stand Trump, how are they feeling? What do you think they're saying behind closed doors? What do you think Joy Reid is saying right now? What do you think Joy Behar is saying right now? What do you think, I don't know, let's go to, what do you think Rachel Maddow is saying right now? What do you think these guys are saying right now when they're seeing this stuff? You think behind closed doors, everybody tweets out what? I want to pray, my prayers goes out to the president and my prayer goes out to this. But some of them, what are they saying behind closed doors? You know what they're saying behind closed doors?
PBD, guess what? The White House still hasn't responded, but RFK said, now, this is his tweet, now is the time for every American who loves our country to step back from the division, renounce all violence, and unite in prayer for the President Trump and his family. The White House still isn't saying nothing. And to be honest, PBD, I'm sorry, I know you were speaking. I think the majority of them are saying, damn it, they didn't get him. We didn't get him. Because all that shit talking, all that he's Hitler, he's evil, take him out, all these years of that rhetoric, it's come to fruition. And it's all on them. It's on every single one of them. F. Joy Behar, F. Reid, F. CNN, MSNBC, Morning Joe, Mika Brzezinski, Rachel Maddow, anybody, Cuomo when he was talking shit, and even Don Lemon, every single one of them, this is on you. All this turned into this, and you nailed it, PBD. If he was assassinated tonight, And you're right. We probably would be flying freaking back home tomorrow and having to get ready because it's going to go down. And that's what they want. This isn't by accident, PBD. This isn't something that just happens. This lone gunman. No. He's brainwashed. He's told to do it. And who really knows who's behind it, Pat? After reading that book, Chaos, MK Ultra, CIA, brainwashing people with LSD and hypnosis, who knows? We're never going to know. But I'm telling you, there's meetings happening right now where they're going, shit, he missed. That's what's happening. Those are the conversations, and they're all pissed off. None of them are concerned. You think any of them are worried about the orange bad man Hitler? I don't believe it. Pat, you're not going to hear nothing from any of them, period. And that's the end of the story.
You know, I'll say this to you. I'll go back to the same idea. When you're at a bar or at a restaurant, you have kids. I have kids. You know, other people there have kids. Some are Democrats, Republican, white, black, Christian, Muslim. A guy comes in, starts shooting. Politics is out the window. Everybody's thinking about how to protect their kids and their wife and their families, right? Immediately, yes. Politics out the window. Okay, trust me, America does not want a civil war. Trust me, America does not want a civil war. And if America wants to have a civil war, we won't be 50 states. It'll be 46 states.
I agree.
It'll be 45 states. Texas is going to be like, listen, check this out. It's just too much.
Yep.
It's too much. We're not dealing with the same. You guys do your thing. We got our own economy, oil, resources, military. We'll be all right. You guys go do your thing. We're out of here. We'll fund it ourselves. We'll fund Fort Hood ourselves. Don't worry about it. You're okay. We'll take the federal for Texas. We'll fund it ourselves. We'll create some kind of a flat tax, and tax will probably be even lower. And businesses will go to, I'm going to be out of Texas. You do not want a civil war. That's the part. And until, the whole 212 degrees, at 211 degrees, the frog is not dead yet. At 211 degrees, Tom, that's the story with the frog, right? At 200, is it 212 degrees? It's
212. Boiling point is 212. And at 211, the water's not boiling. One more degree.
You know where we are right now? We're at 211 degrees right now.
Yeah, you're right.
But at 211, unfortunately, at 211 degrees, majority of the people are like, there's not going to be anything bad happening. The guy goes and interviews the lady that wrote the book. Her name is Barbara F. Walter. No relation to Barbara Walters. She wrote the book, How Civil Wars Begin. Everybody in the country she lived, when she asked them, how did civil wars begin? Everybody said the same thing. None of us saw it coming. Nobody saw it coming. So this is not a Civil War podcast. The point here is, Rob, I think you got, before I go make my next point, is, the idea isn't to say we're going to get into a civil war. The idea is Trump's camp, if there's anything they have to be thinking about right now, is you have to double down, triple down security as much as you can. By the way, why can't we put glass on the side so nobody can shoot them? Why can't we put stuff in the front so nobody can shoot them? Why can't there even be a glass in the front and the side? And then the mic is going to have there's plenty of creative AV. We work with a lot of creative AVs. Why can't an AV put bulletproof windows and glass everywhere he speaks, on the side, on the front? Yes, there's going to be a little bit of a, reflection or stuff that, we can angle it properly. Lighting guys know how to do it. Why can't they put that? And he's speaking, put the speakers, big ass speakers in the front, on the side, in the back, so people can hear it. But for a fact, he's got bulletproof windows. Why can't you do that? Why can't you just go spend $10 million and $5 million, and this glass travels with him no matter where he goes? Everywhere he's speaking, the AV team goes up front, sets it up, boom, sets it up, boom, sets it up. I know it's a lot of legwork. We're dealing with AV people all the time. We've spent, in the last 20 years, I don't know, 50, 60, $70 million on our AV. So we've done events with 10,000 people at MGM Plus. So you can choose to increase protection. And nowadays, they even have these security things when you walk in, a fast walk through metal detectors. By the way, these things you can buy at a couple $100,000. I'll show them to you. This is what they look like. They're not the traditional types. Sam, if you're watching, can you text me the ones we're looking at, where you put out an event and it can take 4,000 people per hour, right? 4,000 people per hour, and there are a couple $100,000 to get a good amount of them. And you just simply put them up there. Let me see if Sam is texting me this or not.
Okay.
I think there needs to be a. Let me text Sam.
I think I found that.
He sent it to you?
Is it called the Evolve Express? That's what I'm finding. Evolve Express can have 4,000 people come through. Let me share my screen.
That's the one. And it's like straddle, right? It's like a.
You want to really.
No, that's not it.
Yeah. So I think there needs to be an emergency meeting with AV. Like this is elementary stuff. There needs to be an AV meeting saying, what are we doing? I don't understand. Like, America's filled with some ridiculous AV guys that know how to start stuff with protection. Rob, are you able to share it or no?
Yeah, I'm looking for the actual website right here. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, Sam is looking for it as well.
And Pat, if you think about it, and you just said it, Pat, just from a security aspect, this is a failure. There was an armed guy there, and apparently, Pat, the reports are he's dead, and another person was shot. So 2 people were killed at the assassination attempt. And then PBD, I want to ask you, and maybe Tom, moving forward, Pat, he's not holding any of these rallies anymore, unless
he has to.
But PBD, unless it's with the security that you're talking about, he can't just be out there.
He's going to. All I'm saying is this. Listen, in life, when you make your money, later on, you have to do one of 3 things. You either volunteer to a church, to a charity, or politics, public service, right? Okay. To all the people watching this, if you have the ability, this is the one, I found it. Okay. What's his name? Sam sent it to me. Rob, I'm going to send it to you. Show this. I'm going to send it in the emergency podcast group text.
Got it.
And you'll see it. So right now, there's a bunch of people that are watching this. You know what's needed today? Volunteers. What kind of volunteers? Ex-Navy SEALs, ex-Special Forces, ex-Special Ops. Take 5 months off work. Say, I'm not working the next 5 months. My priority is the protection of this man. Anybody that worked any kind of special ops, protection, anything you did, and you're the best of the best of the best, somebody at the top needs to filter that you're not somebody that's trying to manipulate, and they have to process all of you, background checks, all these things that you can do, and there's plenty of ways to doing that. But there needs to be volunteer work. People that run AV companies that do a couple $100 million per year. I'm talking legit AV companies. They need to call and say, guys, why can't you do, like, if the shots, first of all, there's one place a person should not get assassinated from. It's the freaking sides. Because all I do is, you're not even on camera. Put the glass up. You can't shoot me from the side. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I should not get shot from here. Because this is not on camera. Like, these are the ones, concealed weapon detection. Rob, can you go a little lower? I think there's a, it's like it. Well, the way they do it, there's a few of them that you go through. But these things are out there where it's 3 and it's straddle and you just go. 4,000 per hour. I don't know who runs this company. I don't know who the owner of this company is. Reach out to the administration. All of it needs to be about proper preparation prevents poor performance. If I'm on the inside, if I'm working with the group, I'm having an emergency meeting tonight and I'm sitting there saying, guys, get me the top 5 biggest AV guys in the flipping world, America. Hey, Tom, can you filter them out with 5 other people on a Zoom to know this is somebody that we can trust? Bring them in. How can you help us? What do you have to do? Have 5 of them on a Zoom together. All of them do AV. Says, guys, here's what we did. Let me show you what we typically do. You need to buy this, that. Great. How do we get it to 2 or 3 events at a time? Here's how we do it. There's plenty of ways to be proactive in this situation because they're not going to stop. This is not like Ronald Reagan, March 30th, 1981 assassination attempt. Because at least Reagan was like, the way he spoke, he was kind of like gentle and all that about it. This guy's, what do you think he's going to do? Did you see what he did at the end? Putting his hand up like this while the blood's on his face. Rob, pull that picture back up. Everybody's texting me saying this is going to be his campaign picture. It's posted all over social media. It's literally posted all over social media right now. This is the picture. Yeah, that's the picture. They're saying this is it. This is not that one. There's another one, Rob. I'm going to send it to you. They're saying this is the one that's going to be his campaign picture. Check this out. This is the one. By the way, Rob, if you got it, if you're talking like a landslide type of a victory, if he stays protected and out there doing what he's doing, landslide at the highest level. I'm talking 44, 45 states that they thought is never going to be won. It's going to be pulled off.
And you know what's amazing, Pat? No matter what, now, and if he wins, which I think he is, unless they try again, that next 4 years, anybody says anything, he's going to say, you guys tried to kill me. Shut the hell up. Oh, you don't like my mean words? You don't like my mean tweets? To hell with you. You guys cannot stop me. You guys are trying to kill me. It's over, Pat. It's over. Unless they try this again, which I wouldn't put it past them, he's a shoo-in. The 47th president of the United States, man. That's it. It's over. It's over. They are furious, Pat. They are furious. Hillary Clinton. I wish there was a camera on Hillary Clinton going, didn't get him. Telling you.
Let's play super skeptical right now. Okay, super skeptical right now. Say you're on the left. Say you are an AOC fan, a Biden fan, an Obama fan, a Clinton fan. What would you be saying? Think like them. Would you be saying, this is staged? This wasn't real. Look at that. They just did that for props. How can somebody on the side miss the, this was a staged thing, right? There's no way this is real. Okay, some of the people on the left are probably going to say stuff like this, right? Two, you may say, well, this should tell you how angry the American people are that they're willing to assassinate the president. Like maybe it's on him. He's the reason why he's agitating so many people that somebody is willing to do something like that to him. Okay, just play that card and go there, right? What else would you say? Think like the enemy. If you can think like the enemy, you're ahead of the game. Tom, what else would you say if you're on the other side?
I got a bunch of excuses. Oh, well, he inflamed somebody. It was somebody. They're going to spin it and make it about him. The White House hasn't said anything in over an hour, and you've got even liberal media people on X that are asking, where's the statement from the White House? That's the other side. Silence. That's what's coming from the other side. You have CNN that said, oh, the president fell and didn't move off that headline for 42 minutes. It's permanently in history, CNN. People have clipped it. It's here. What is the other side going to say? Oh, he inflamed somebody. He provoked somebody. He created
somebody. What did CNN say?
CNN posted.
I have it right here.
Go ahead. Rob has
Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls at rally. That was the initial report from CNN.
Are you joking?
This has been clipped and clipped and clipped by a lot of people on X who are saying the same thing most Americans are. You can't even report the news that's in plain sight. This is the spin. This is the obfuscation. This is what it's all about. Trump has to fight two things: a political opponent and the media that is basically a division that uses words like targeting, like crosshairs, and uses those words to talk about him. Well, you got it. And now you've woken up the American independent that may have been sitting in the middle and is going to say, wait a minute, not this way, not this way. I think the election's over, but they will blame, they will spin, and they will say, oh, it was triggered by something else, because they only know victimhood, they only know excuses, and they only know spin.
Hey, Rob, I have something I'm trying to share. It's preventing me from sharing. Okay, there you go. This is why. I mean, if you look at this, YouTube views last 2 months, May and June, combined. If you look at the CNBC all the way at the bottom, then Bloomberg, Sky News, NBC, BBC, CBS, Al Jazeera, ABC, then it's CNN News. Valuetainment and PBD podcast got more views the last 2 months than CNN. Think about that. That's a institution that's massive. And then you got Fox News, then it's MSNBC. The American, by the way, this goes back to the fourth turning saying, we don't trust you. It's that simple. We don't trust you. We don't trust what you have to say. And they keep doing it, thinking like, everybody is sitting there believing it. Rob, can you put the tweet of that one person that they're saying he may have been the shooter? You know what I'm talking about? The guy, the Antifa guy, that some people are reporting on it.
Yeah, let me take a look.
And yeah, PBD, there's actually a post of the shooter dead laying on a roof because spectators are recording him, dead body on the roof laying there. And that's where they're saying that the shooter was from, laying on top of the.
Be careful with that. Be careful with that one. Not sure about that one. Let's be careful there. But
No,
allegedly, possibly.
I'm just saying. I'm saying I'm seeing tweets. I'm not saying I'm confirming it. I'm just saying what I'm seeing on X, and it's saying that people are recording. I'll send this to Rob. It's from a distance, but look, this guy is just laying on a roof, and people on the side are recording this guy just laying. Tom, it's definitely the guy is definitely deceased. I just don't want to show it. But they've carried out two bodies from the rally. So
I can't confirm that this is the shooter, but this is, according to what's being reported online right now, this is the image of the shooter that's floating around.
Got it. Got it. Yeah.
That's it. And that's it, PBD. That's it, Pat. They're saying that's the guy on the roof, laying there, and these are bystanders recording this guy on the roof. And if that is the guy, good for him. If he's trying to kill anybody, let alone the president, the ex-president, good for him. Good.
I just got an update right now from somebody that says there may have been two shooters, not one. One dead. There may have been two shooters. And we'll know better here. But look, the point is there's going to be a lot of other stuff that we're going to hear about in the next, couple hours, tomorrow, and a bunch of other things that's coming in with people texting me left and right. The administration needs to get a hold of Trump's administration. I'm sure they're talking to Eric Prince. You need private military contractor. Anybody who can volunteer to support, you need to volunteer and support for the next 4 or 5 months. The RNC needs people there in investigating every single possibility of something being taken place. Bomb squad needs to go to audit the bomb squad of the bomb squad of the bomb squad. Sometimes when, I'm dealing with a lawyer or an accountant, Tom, you're familiar with this. I'll get 3 lawyers on a call. They're all my lawyers, and I'll have them debate each other because I'm trying to find a leak in one of my lawyers. And it's very annoying for them, but it's great for me because I'm trying to find out who's really doing it the right way and not. And especially when we're making a big decision. I would hire 3 bomb squad guys to inspect the place. 3 of them, not 1. I would go in there investigating everything they got. And I'm sure they're thinking like that right now anyways. And then on the AV side, especially with RNC on the AV side, I'm not really worried too much about what's going to happen with Milwaukee. Tom, how many days away are we from the RNC?
We're a week out, right?
I think we're a week out. Yeah, I think we're a week out.
Did you see that?
It starts 2 days from now, July 15th through the 18th in Milwaukee. So, this happened 2 days before, and I'm going to show you my screen real quick. No word from the White House yet. They have not released a statement. However, this is from former President Barack Obama.
There's absolutely no place for political violence in our democracy, although we don't yet know exactly what happened. We should all be relieved that former President Trump wasn't seriously hurt and use this moment to recommit ourselves to civility and respect into our politics. Michelle and I are wishing him a quick recovery. Yeah.
By the way, good for him for posting this message.
Well, that side better start doing it.
Yeah, and by the way, Vinny, if one thing happens to this guy, America's going to be in shambles.
That's what I'm. But PBD, and you nailed it. We were a half an inch from the shit hitting the fan. Literally a half an inch. Okay, and these loser freaking Antifa, if that's who they are, shooters, disgusting human beings, bro. We were half an inch away from some dark ass times. So God bless him. We hope, I hope that he's good and he's recovering. And man, we were close. Let
me see this one here. Confirm that it's fine. What is this here, Rob? Suspected one gunman. Okay. One attendee dead after shots fired at rally. One attendee is dead. Okay.
And PBD, yeah, I got another message, PBD, from somebody that's pretty close to the team saying it seems as if the shooter was on the rooftop. If it didn't hit the attendee, Trump is dead. It hit somebody else and then hit Trump. That's somebody messaging me right now that's pretty close to the camp saying he was on the roof, and if it didn't hit that attendee, PBD, Trump is gone.
Okay, let me show you this.
Oh,
what were you gonna go ahead, Rob? What were we gonna show?
I have video. According to Colin Rugg on Twitter, this is a doctor who tried saving someone's life at the rally, recalls exactly what happened as soon as the shooting happened. If you'd like to hear it,
go for it.
What did you see, sir?
I heard the shots. I thought it was firecrackers to begin with. Somebody over there was screaming, "He's been shot, he's been shot." So I made my way over. I said, "I'm an emergency department physician. Let me help you." The guy had spun around, was jammed between the benches. He had a headshot here. There was lots of blood, and he had brain matter there. And so I got him. There's a helicopter coming in to get him. So I got people there really helpful. I got
Was
him
there only
up
one
on the
person
bench.
shot that you saw?
Then I did CPR, did chest compressions as well as I breathed for him.
One person.
I was the only one
You
that
guys,
did
we
it.
need to evacuate everybody.
that's it right there.
Oh man! So, dude, imagine an attendee gets hit in the head from what he's, the reports, and then they kill the shooter. Wow.
Rob, I just sent you something. If you can look at what I just sent you.
Jeez.
And I'm looking at this briefing right now. Let me see this here. Butler counters of Washington addiction. Condemnation of political violence. Former Congressman Gabby Giffords, who was shot in the head in 2011 at the meeting, continued release. Political violence is terrifying. I know I'm holding former President Trump and all those affected by today's indefensible act of violence in my heart. How it happened. Trump was talking, popping up, was heard. Okay, boom. Pennsylvania GOP candidate described sudden shots, blood. All of a sudden, shots started to crack. Someone behind me appears to have been shot. There's lots of blood. And then Secret Service were all over President Trump. Biden gets updated briefing. ATF says rally incident is top priority. President Joe Biden received an update briefing on the incident at Trump rally from Kimberly Cheeto, the director of United States Secret Service, Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, and White House Homeland Security Advisor Liz Sherwood Randall. The ATF is responding to assist the U.S. Secret Service and other law enforcement partners. This is top priority. We have no further comment at this time. Doug Burgum, Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance, 3 men on Trump's short list, all sent quick statements out expressing concerns. Chuck Schumer said, "I'm horrified by what happened at the Trump rally in Pennsylvania and relieved that former President Trump is safe. Political violence has no place in our country." Who else we got here? Okay, but I just saw this one video, Rob, that Brandon sent. If you can pull up this video with the guy telling cops, there's a guy on top of the rooftop with a gun that's climbing up. Again, we don't know the level of credibility of this guy, but this is BBC reporting this. Rob, if you can play that clip.
I have the video. If we
Go
can
for it.
And watch and listen to the rally, right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, but we noticed the guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, "Hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle." And the police were like, "Huh, what?" Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, "Hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling." And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling police and the Secret Service.
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see, I mean, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh, yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, we just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
PBD, that's security. I'm telling you right now, the fact that a regular person's yelling for minutes and nobody's doing anything, I don't trust anybody, PBD. I don't trust my security. I don't trust the Secret Service. The police are lost. This dude, I don't trust any of it, Pat. I don't trust any of it. I would clean house and I would just bring my own security detail. This is ridiculous. This sounds like JFK shit. Oh, we didn't know he was there. Grassy knoll over here. And by the way, Pat, we haven't seen. By the way, Zapruder had one camera. Wait till you see this next 24 hours, how many people are recording and how much footage is going to come out. So we actually see what happened and how they responded.
The president has released a statement, Pat. Here it is.
Have briefed on the shooting at Trump rally in Pennsylvania. Grateful to hear he's safe and doing well. I'm praying for him and his family and for all those who were at the rally as we wait further information. Jill and I are grateful to the Secret Service for getting him to safety. There's no place for this kind of violence in America. We must unite as one nation to condemn it.
Yeah. Guess what? And notice the can.
Saw the blood, Mr. President. Why can't you use the word recovery?
Yeah. You're right, Tom. You're right.
There's apparently a third person in critical condition, plans for a caravan and support for Trump in Palm Beach. Interesting. Well, this is not going to stop. This is going to continue with a lot of stories coming, folks, left and right. But to me, it's moments like this, like that shirt that Vinny is wearing. It's called Wartime Leader. Okay. It's called Wartime Leader. And we came up with that shirt at vtmerch.com. You can go place the order on that Wartime Leader. But we came out with that shirt during COVID. And the reason why it was important is because the only way you find out if somebody's a wartime leader in business, you call it like startup mentality, is in times of crisis. Unfortunately, the only way to filter out him putting his arm out with blood on his face, that picture is permanent. Time magazine cover, that's going to be it next week. Tomorrow, LA Times, that's going to be it. It doesn't matter. Tomorrow, New York Times. Tomorrow, USA Today. Everything. You're going to see this picture being all over the place. For some of the people that were in split, like, I can't wait to see the report on how much money he raises. I literally can't wait to see how much money he raises. I can't wait to see how to round. I can't wait to see what do you call it? RNC is going to look like this week. RNC is going to be wild this week. My only concern is I'm going on the logic side, is there needs to be an emergency with an all-out dedication to get AV right, to get protection right, to have people who audit people to get it down right. It's not a one of those things that's a wing job. I hope that is happening. And at the end of the day, we're going to continue doing this stuff. For some of you guys that are watching this for the first time, if you can support us, press the subscriber button. Some of you guys came on for the first time, press the subscriber button and the alert. When we do go live, you get alert and you get the sub when it comes out. And we appreciate you guys tuning in here with us. Keep praying, stay united, stay strong. I don't think the president's going to slow down. I think he's going to keep playing offense. I don't think anybody can slow him down. I think the RNC is going to be the loudest audience when Dana White brings him up. Dana's introducing Trump. when Dana White brings Trump up, that place is going to lose their mind. Rightfully, they're going to lose their mind. But only the paranoid survive. It's time to stay paranoid to make sure this thing goes to the very end. May have shot the Trump, but he's not their target. Every one of you are. He's in their way. Pray for him. Yeah. Keep praying. If anything else happens, we'll jump on a live again. God bless everybody. Take care. Good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.